Hi, it's Andy Phillips here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use a plugin called Shortcodes Ultimate. And the sort of things you can do with Shortcodes Ultimate is really sort of spruce up your page of text, whether that's a page within your site, like one of these sort of pages up here, or a blog post, which this is. Now, I've just written this blog post which is called Lead Generation, Why You Must Build a List. And as you can see, there's some good reasons here, some nice text in it. It looks boring though, and the one thing about, from a psychological point of view, is that just pure text in a blog post can sometimes be quite difficult to read and also very daunting for the reader. If we break it up in some way by putting maybe some headlines in, some bold and things like that, and actually making sure that people understand that this is a list, for instance, then it makes it easier for the person to read and more engaging for people. And we want them to read it. We want them to read it, and then we want them to comment on it. So we want to make it look a little bit more appealing to read. So one of the things we can use is the Shortcodes Ultimate plugin. So if I go to Edit Post, I'll show you how to use it. The very first thing you see after you've installed the plugin is this little box here, which is next to the Add Media button. So there's a little box which says Insert Shortcode. If we just click on that, we'll come up with this pane which has a drop down menu and all the shortcodes in there. So you can pick from any of these shortcodes. So let me just close that down for a second. If we go into the settings, once you've installed the plugin, we just go down to Shortcodes down here, and it will give us a page which gives us a bit more information about what the plugin does. It's got the settings, so you can actually set up your plugin. Now, what I tend to do is, because we normally have some other things like, for instance, media elements as well, which has a little shortcode of its own, and you'll find that some of the plugins you use actually use shortcodes already. So in order to be compatible with the rest of the shortcodes that you may have in your site, you may not have any, but if you do, I always click this one here, Compatibility Mode, and it puts this little pre-code on before the button, so it turns it from this into this. So you put this little GN underscore just before the code, which means that it will be compatible in a site that already uses shortcodes. So that's one little tip to do. The other side of this is it's got a list of all the different shortcodes that it uses. So headings, frames, tabs, spoilers, these are, well, if I go to the demo, you'll see what they are. This is the heading, this is the frames, and this is the tabs. So you can see you can create lots of things which will make the blog post or the page far more interesting. You've also got revealing spoilers, which are really quite cool to use as well. So if it's in a text, you can put this into the text. So and say click on the plus sign to get more information about this, and it will just open up a little box which has some more information in it. Or you can use these text tab boxes, which are really quite useful. If we just go down, we've got things like alternative block quotes, we've got pull quotes, which are these little sidebar quotes which go into text, which makes the actual text on the post or the page just look more appealing. Labels, drop caps, we've got buttons we can use, we've got fancy links, we've got these service boxes and other boxes we can use to create things. We've also got whole lists of list item graphics which we can use, which are already in there, and quite a few other things, all the way going down the bottom to things like these Nevo sliders, so we can put graphics in and have a slider anywhere on the page, which is really quite cool to do. Okay, so as you can see, there's quite a few things in there. So let's have a quick look at what that actually does. So we go back to posts, and we go to this one which has just got the text in. And straight away what we'll do is I'll just show you how to put one of these codes in. What I tend to do is I tend to put a bit of space in and just click on here, pull down the drop down, and we'll just take this heading style, and all I'm going to do is insert it. Now as you can see, it's put this shortcode in. Now we obviously need this part of the shortcode, so if I copy this, we need this part of the shortcode after the text, and then we can just delete that. So what we actually end up with is the beginning of the shortcode, the text that we want to put within that shortcode, and then the end part of the shortcode. Now if I just update that, just to show you how easy this is, and view the post, and if we just go down here, and there is the text in there. Very, very simple. We can then change the size of text we want. Most of the time you won't need to, it will come out exactly how you want it to. You can either do this, just pull it up. If you wanted to change the look and feel of that, we can go into here and change the font size. We'll take it up to 18. Let's quickly update that and view the post, and you can see this is what it looks like. Now just to show you what you can do on here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have these as reveals. So what we do is, if we want to go back to the shortcodes, and we'll just click on here, and we'll do spoilers, hidden text, and we do spoiler title, and I'm just going to put something in here and text, and it's got a few different spoiler styles, but we'll just keep it on one. Now what I can do here, I can put this title, if I just copy that and paste that into here where it's got spoiler title, and this is the spoiler text. So again, if I just copy this text and paste it into there, and now what we've got is a spoiler. And if I just update this, view the post, go down here, and you can see that we've got this here now, and we can just click on that and it'll open this text up. Very, very clever little thing to do, especially on some sites when you haven't got a lot of space but you want to put a lot of information in. You can actually put spoilers in, which is really good, and you can do that for each one of these. Okay, I've just done the spoilers on the other one, so you can see you've got a list with these little clicks by the side of it, which basically means now that your site visitor can click on one of these and find out the information from that. Click back up, click on this one, find the information from that. So you've got some nice little spoilers, and these are things that don't come with the theme. These are extensions to the theme, so you can make them whatever you want, really. If we go back to the post again, and you can do all these different things in there. It's very, very simple to do, but if we just have a quick look at the settings again, the best thing to do is to really sort of get a page which you're not going to be using, or you just want to try it out and have a go at some of these things. Try these tabs and see how they work. See how they'll go here. So the shortcodes will tell you how the tab works. So you can probably copy that and just put some information into it. The spoiler tab is what we've just shown you. The accordion is the same sort of thing, which comes out. And if I show you this, the accordion type of thing is this, where you've got a header, a little box at the top and things like that. So you just go through each one of these things and try them out and see which way to make sure your posts look as good as possible. Try things like the buttons. The buttons are very, very simple to do. In fact, I'll quickly show you how that works as well. If we just go back to the post, go back to this one, and what you need from this is a link. So we can put a button in here, for instance, and I'll just get one of my sites up. Stop the video for a second. Then I'll copy this and I'll go into here and say try the okay. Now what we'll do is we'll just go in here and we'll do the shortcodes, and we'll go down to where it says button, styled button, and we'll keep it on that. We'll keep it, we'll just put the URL in there, and this is where the button text is going to be. We'll do that in a second, and I'll put that to 1, insert. Okay, now it's got the text in there, and all I really need to do is to put this text, so copy that and put that where it says button text, so paste that in there, just so take that away, and if I just update and view the post, and now we've got a button with try the WordPress masterclass. Click on that, it takes you through. There you go, we're on the WordPress Masterclass site. So you can see that this is a very, very cool little tool to use, very easy to do. Just put the shortcode in. You have to understand how the shortcode works, but try it on one of the on a post that you're not going to actually going to use. Just try it out on one of your posts or a page that you're not going to let anybody see, and try each one of them out and see how it works for you. You'll be amazed at what you can do with your site. So until next time, happy blogging.